Can you hear me now? Some fun. Spitting some fun facts on the woo lady out there in Miami. Trapping these black women left and right. What's going on, man? Let's talk about it, man. You know, this is the culture that we living in. So, like, we gotta be punctual and we gotta be factual when it comes to the surface, because a lot of y'all been trying to keep it under wraps. Like we don't already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been snapping. And we've been, just letting it roll off. A lot of men, we just been bottling it in for years and years and decades. But, God is starting to reveal, and we starting to see all of that pretending and that performative. These hoes ain't nothing but just men in wigs and dresses. Like, they don't even act like women no more. They need to take some damn lessons. They talk about they looking for love, but love don't cost a thing. You chicken heads out here is not a blessing at all. You're stressing us out. And we don't want nothing to do with you. You could kick rocks for all we care, goddammit. Cause we gonna do what we gotta do as men, and it's not nothing when we see and we look in the eyes of these so-called women out here. We leaving y'all to fend for yourself, man. We don't even care. Because we've been stepping up, we've been trying to help, and y'all left us out here for dead. So shit. Don't call for backup. Make sure that when you go over there to the big pimping and you know what I'm saying, you get your little act right, get it all together, cause we ain't compromising. Thank you for that light. Straight up. We just seeing these broads out here, getting rewarded and getting uplifted for lying and for tricking. Cancel trick culture. Cause we see that it's killing our babies, our kids. These teenagers, they ain't focused on nothing positive no more. They ain't got no outlets. The grown-ups, the men is getting either mass incarcerated, ending up in prison, and then there's no fathers out here. And then it's like the ones that is left, they corrupt because it ain't no way you gonna be able to get any good, income. It's like, how you gonna make good decisions if you stuck in survival mode? You living basically in a prison, but you're free. Like, make it make sense, man. This is the world we living in, but 2026, this is how it gotta be, man. We going into this sexless society right now. Men, millions have walked away because they said we'll rather be, watching porn, or we'll rather watch OnlyFans than to deal with the behavior, the woman scorn, when she turns on you and it's just your turn, you know what I mean? The performative, that type of stuff. So that's the lesson that we learn. Okay, they walking away from the attitudes, but then on top of that, you know, diseases, babies, the stuff that you can't prevent, that you have to have, that comes with the risk of sleeping with, multiple women or things of that nature. So not only do you have children, diseases, and all of this stuff, now you're risking your life depending on what kind of actual stature or nature is this chick gonna have that you believe in and that you putting your trust in, where you lay your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing for them to get you set up and killed, just like we see Nolan. A lot of people, they have animosity, or they have feelings towards the situation, and we see that it's a double standard, because it's like You know, some people be like, yo, he was right where he wanted to be at. You know, some black folks is not mad that, you know, it happened or that, you know, they saying that should have been a wake up call. You know, he was the token Negro or whatever and all that. So you got the black people who feel like that. Then you got the black people like, nah, them white people is foul. They all already got lawyers and stuff. Like how? You know, it's a cover up. They know what was going on. They know what you know how it went down before it even surfaced and before it hit the internet. So it's like they already had their mind made up. It was curtains, you know, on. He wasn't gonna wake up that morning, you know, believe it or not. So they got that whole situation dropping up in Mississippi. Then you know the influencer, Dream Doll Bree. Like she the one that got caught up with Woo Lady. Like it's not pretty, you know what I'm saying? They want to make it seem like, you know, they witty or they getting some money or they doing something, you know, that's pretty, but it's really ugly. And you know what I'm saying? Like we should have more discernment for the company we keep in, you know, the lifestyle that we live in. Like it's time for the streets to die after the streets. Why y'all trying to keep it alive? Why y'all trying to get these babies, you know what I mean, to be under your wing so you can have them creeping around and doing, you know, things for you. You know, it's like, come on, man, we got to work out. We got to do better. You know, we got to be in a better mood, a mentality, and strategy for when we out here and we moving because we killing ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we are responsible for the movement and keeping it going, but you know, we don't need help. We just need, you know, to heal from all of the trauma and, you know, the drama, the conflicts that we see and stop pursuing that. You know what I mean? Like, let's be in agreement that it's time to do something better than what we have. So that's where we at, man. You know, that's how we coming. What's going on, chat? Appreciate the likes. I appreciate the engagement. You know, all of that keeps us all around circulating. You in NYC? Nah, I'm not in NYC. I'm cool on NYC. NYC is a war zone, man. You know, it ain't nothing out there but death. You know, it's dark clouds that's protruding over these cities in Black America. This is why we starting to notice the cleanup. You know, we seeing a more urgent and more, you know, purpose when it comes to these operations and these sweeps. You know, getting these thugs off the streets, man. But sure enough, I'm about to do some lifting, man. Make sure y'all like it up, like the video, hype it up, you know, all that good stuff. Get excited, so put some music on, you know. Try to charge this mic a little bit more. What's up, Chad? What you saying? Ohio. Yeah, you talking that Starbucks stuff. You need some caffeine, man. I feel you, bro. Tired. Wake streets up, you know that. Shout out to Troy. Let's go. I'm about to get this chest pumped up. Another 100 already. We're gonna hit this PR today. Right on live, you know, I got you right where I want you. You better stay, you better not miss it, man. Cause I'm working on this week. We're gonna make it harder and harder. It's gonna be difficult. Praise is due to the Most High. Let's get it, let's get it. What you talking about? Oh yeah. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you're doing something. Be productive. That's the goal. You want to get as much out your day as you can. You don't get older. Gotta take care of yourself. That's the plan. You gotta show up. First and foremost, you gotta hold yourself accountable. Because we already know they counted you up. Time is money, man. Let's go. We're about to turn it up. It's the 225 right here. I see it. It's about to get try to get that shade. Cause goddamn, dropping right. Look, my chest is a whole other shade from my brown. Being out there in that sun, hopefully y'all can hear me. I see y'all in the chat. If you can hear me, do some ones in the chat, please. To let me know that I ain't just talking to myself, I'm talking to my health. You gotta be communicating.